In a small corner of Houston, amidst bustling streets and towering buildings adorned with bright lights, there is a special classroom humbly nestled within a community center. Every morning, an elderly man with silver hair, a slightly bent back, but eyes still shining with passion, walks into the room with a gentle smile. His name is Thomas Walker, 75 years old, a man who spent his entire life as an engineer. But upon retirement, he discovered a new mission: becoming a volunteer teacher for underprivileged children. Thomas Walker had a youth full of ambition. As a child, he always dreamed of becoming a teacher, but circumstances did not allow it. His family was poor, and his parents wanted him to pursue a stable, high-paying job, so he chose engineering. For more than 40 years, he worked diligently, climbed the career ladder, raised 3 children, and built a comfortable life. But when he turned 70, Thomas began to feel something was missing. He had retired, living in a cozy home with his wife, but each passing day brought a sense of emptiness. He no longer had busy meetings or major projects to pursue. Then one day, he happened to read an article about the struggles of underprivileged students in Houston. The article described children who lacked books, had no one to help with their homework, and many of whom had to drop out early to support their families. Thomas's heart tightened. He recalled his childhood dream, the things he had always wanted to do but never had the chance. And then he made a decision. I can help. I can teach. Thomas Walker reached out to a local community center that offered free classes for disadvantaged children. Initially, when he volunteered to teach, many were skeptical. Could a 75-year-old man keep up with energetic children? Did he have the stamina to teach every day? But Thomas did not let doubt stop him. He enrolled in training for volunteer teachers, learning how to convey knowledge simply and effectively. And then his first day in the classroom arrived. The classroom was small, with only 15 children, each carrying their own story. Some had divorced parents, some lived in poverty, and some never believed they could dream of a better future. Thomas looked at them and saw himself as a child. He smiled, picked up a piece of chalk, and began his first lesson in mathematics. The first days were not easy. Some children were distrustful of strangers, some were disengaged and uninterested in learning. But Thomas did not give up. He used the patience of a father, the kindness of a grandfather, and the determination of a man who had never abandoned his dreams. Every day, he came to class with joy. He helped each child with their homework, shared stories of his own life, of failures and successes, of perseverance, and never giving up. He didn't just teach math or literature. He taught them to believe in themselves, to dream, and to strive for a better future. Gradually, the children began to change. A boy who once hated math now looked forward to each lesson. A shy girl who never spoke up in class now confidently raised her hand to answer questions. Thomas witnessed the light in their eyes each time they understood something new. And that was his greatest happiness. 3 years passed, and Thomas Walker remained dedicated to his work. He never received a single paycheck, but he gained something far more valuable: hugs from his students, thank you letters from parents, and above all, the feeling that he had made a meaningful impact. Some of his students graduated high school, some went to college, and some found stable jobs. Whenever a former student returned to thank him, Thomas simply smiled and said, "You changed your own life. I was just here to show the way." At 75, he had found a new purpose in life. He proved that it is never too late to chase a dream and to do something good for others. His story became an inspiration to many: the elderly who felt they no longer had value, the young who were lost in life, and the children who needed someone to believe in them. And so, every morning, amidst the bustling streets of Houston, an old man with silver hair still walks into a small classroom with a warm smile. Because he knows that no matter how gray his hair gets, no matter how old he grows, his heart has never aged. Conclusion: Thomas Walker's story is not just about a 75-year-old man. It is a story of hope, perseverance, and unconditional love. It is never too late to start, never too late to make a difference. Live, love, and leave a beautiful mark on this world.